All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is semifinals, Jarvis Humphreys Memorial. I'm going to turn this mic off for just a couple seconds so I can get these scores straight before we get started. So get on here, vote on the poll, all that good stuff, and I will get this stuff straightened out for you and be back in just a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you hear me? It is easy for us to say hunt when we are sitting on the couch. Shane, what would you do?
Split every time.
He always splits. He had luck in to get there in the first place. That's why he splits. All right, we're going to get a quick rundown. Cast 1, they turned loose at 9:35. Service is a little spotty, but right now, I believe we have Michael Ward and Joe. They are struck for 50. They are still carrying it. Z was struck for 100, but he took 100 minus. I do not know why. Jason Daugherty and Jed, I believe, if I'm reading it right, they are 25 and 125 to the good. That gives them 150 plus. And Nikki is still carrying 75 strike out of the truck. Now, like I said, they turned loose at 9:35. So they're 40 minutes roughly into that cast. Cast 2, that is Clyde, Axe, Crash, and Hobo. Right now, all 4 dogs are treed and leash locked. Only one has been scored. That is Crash and Duel, and they are at 225 plus. They are currently on the leash, and they are headed to Axe and Clyde and then Hobo. Axe is struck for 75 and treed for 75. Whether them dogs are together or not, I do not know. Clyde is 50 and 125 on that same tree. And Hobo is 25 and 125 to himself. But all dogs are treed there. They are leash locked at the moment, and they are headed to Axe and Clyde and then Hobo. Cast 3, that is Tonk, Out, Jill, and 9. Out of the truck, we have Tonk struck for 100, Jill 75, 950, Out 25. Out was treed for 125. Tonk was treed for 125. They were opposite directions. 9 was treed for 125. And Jill, I do not believe Jill was treed. Let me go out here and double check. No, Jill has not been treed yet. Austin, he is our play-by-play man on that cast. He went to score out. Out was minus for moving, 125. According to Austin, 9 was also moving, but he has not got back to Mason to get that call yet. Whether Mason heard it or not, or what's going on, I do not know. So yeah, right now out is setting at 125 minus, and they are headed to Tonk. According to Austin, they are closing in right now on him, and they will see what he has. In cast 4, Michael Brock says it's so hot out there, Joy Behar's face would melt. That's pretty hot. Maybe not. That may just be like room temp. I'm not even exactly sure who Joy Behar is. Do you know, Shane, who Joy Behar is? Someone fill me in on that one. But we got a lot to go through here on that cast. I think I lost some things in translation. Michael Brock said I needed to speak hillbilly to be able to read this. So far, kind of good. Out of the truck, we have Bolt struck for 100, Star 75, Jed and Kevin Cable for 50, and Sport 25. Sport was treed. Bolt was treed. I believe they were on the same tree. Bolt for 25, Sport for 125. They were circled. Star was minus, I believe, both ways, 75 and 125. Jed is treed for 50 and 125. Bolt is retreed for 25 and 125. And also circled. And Jed was split. Move him up. He was also circled. So we'll sort all this out here in a little bit. All right. Star was treat again, like I said, 25 and 125. She is minused. Tough break for Zach Vaught and Star. She has already withdrawn. Now, that cast did turn loose. They were the first ones to turn loose. They turned loose at 9:18. So they're over an hour into that cast. So you're looking at a 3-dog cast now. And we've got more action. There's a lot to read through on this cast. Bolt, he has been restruck and treed for 25 and 125. Jed has been restruck and treed for 25 and 125 as well. And they have not heard from Sport in a long time. I do not believe Sport's even restruck. So, quick rundown on that cast. We have Star withdrawn. I believe Jed did take 25 minus in that early on that cast. He treed on that first tree, and he was not there. So he should be at 25 minus with 175 circle and 150 pending. Sport is at 150 circle, not struck in. Bolt is at 300 circle with 150 pending. No, Bolt does not have 125 minus. For what? How do you know this and I don't? Okay, so Bolt has some minus too. Hold on. He has Bolt treed for 25. Yes. But it was not Star's tree. It was a different tree. So I'm going with what the play-by-play sending me. And I'd appreciate if you just keep your mouth shut about it, Shane. Thank you. Shane giving me conflicting information, which may be correct. I don't know. So anyway, that cast has a lot going on. Last message I got there was frog heat, drink lots of water, the mud dry, we beat Medicare. So I do feel like I've got President Biden giving me the play-by-play on that one. He says, damn it, Joe, playing with my phone again. So Michael Brock apparently has enough time in that cast to make jokes, which is good. And I don't know how, considering all the trees they've scored so far. Let's see what we got on the other casts.
Not to interrupt again. Both struck for 100 and 3 for 25. On Zach's tree, it was minus.
I do have him 125, but I have him circled. Okay. Bolt was minus on that first tree. Thank you, Shane. So Bolt does have 125 minus, 150 circle, 150 pending. Michael Brock has just arrived at Jed's tree, and he says he is with Kevin. So I don't think the judge is there yet. They have just arrived at Tonk's tree. They're in cast 3. A lot of beating and squalling going on, according to Austin. Still no word from Bobby. So Bobby has not been minused yet. We'll see how that plays out. Duel is actually sending me play-by-play. I'm getting it from Duel and Kyle Dortch. And Duel's just a touch in front of Dortch every time. So Duel is so worried. He's leading this cast at 225 right now, leash locked, and he's sending me play-by-play. Okay, the 6 has caught Z, Time, and Joe. I already had Z down for 100 minus. But I'm guessing that's where that came from, unless he got restruck again. I'm just going to put him down for the original 100 minus. So right now you got Jason Daugherty and Jed at 150 plus. Everything else in the hole since the 6 caught him. Whoa. All right, getting another update there from Maggie. Z is treed. Z's got 225 pending with 100 minus. Jed's at 300, carrying 75. I don't know how that happened. I'm guessing once the 6 caught, I missed some updates there. So Z has been restruck for 100 after the 6 caught him. He's retreed for 125. Jed has treed another coon in that meantime. So that puts Jed at 300. Z, 225 pending. These are 2-hour cast, Plant. Z, 225 pending with 100 minus. Joe and Time both at 50 minus and 75 minus, respectively. So, yeah, they turn loose at 9:35. There's still over an hour left to go in that cast. Plenty of time. Jed trees one more coon, though. He's just about got to have that sewed up, I would think. So, yeah, in cast 2, they're still scoring trees. There's a lot going on. A lot going on around here. So we will do one more quick rundown as I have it. Cast 1, Joe, Z, Jed, and Time. We have Z, 100 minus, 225 pending. Joe, 50 minus. Time, 75 minus. Jed, 300 plus. Cast 2, we have Clyde, 175 pending. Axe, 150 pending. Crash, 225 plus. Hobo, 150 pending. They are all on the leash, and they are scoring trees. Cast 3, we have 225 pending for Tonk. Out, he is at 125 minus. He's carrying 25 strike. Jill is carrying 75 strike and 9 with 175 pending. Just heard word from Austin. We can go ahead and circle Tonk. That puts him at 225 circle. They still have 9 to score, maybe. We will see. I will get an update on that for you. In cast 4, here's what I think is going on. This is not official. I think we have Kevin Cable and Jed at 25 minus 175 circle with 150 pending. Star has been withdrawn. Sport is at 150 circle. Bolt is at 125 minus 150 circle with 150 pending. And Christy Denny's texting me, what's the scores? So even though she is not here, she's still annoying me. I asked her to share that link earlier, and she asked if I need anything else. I said, some positive reinforcement every now and then would be nice. There she is. Isn't it past your bedtime, Christy? Congratulations to Paisley. Paisley won the youth cast down there. And nobody got snake bit or eaten by an alligator. So that's good. All right, we can go ahead and put out on the card in cast 3. He has been retrieved for 125, so he now has 150 pending. But remember, he is at 125 in the hole. Now, Bobby has been minus, but he is still trying to get back to the cast. I assume, which I don't think the backup judge is with him. I do not think. Mason Bush judging that cast. We got Pro Hound as the backup. But I believe Pro Hound went. He may be with Bobby. Because they only had 2 trees at that time, I think. Or he may have went with Tonk. I don't know. They are still walking to Clyde and Axe in cast 2. Just heard from Duel. So, yeah, Duel's in good shape there. They've got about an hour and 14 minutes left to go in that cast. Still a lot of time. But Duel's 225 to the good out of the truck. You got to figure Clyde's going to have that coon. That's going to put him and Axe both in the right back in the ball game. And then, of course, you go score Jeff and Hobo. But that's a dangerous game, getting leash lock like that with Axe in the cast. Axe is a good strike dog. Okay. Bobby is not minused. Bush is going to go score Bobby. Dustin has questioned it. Dustin and Pro Hound are headed to out. Bush is now on his way to score Bobby. So you got 9 there with 175 pending, no minus. Tonk has already been circled. Out has already been minused and retried. Jill still carrying 75 strike. I will see where Jill is. She's not made a tree to my knowledge yet. So, yes, I think that's it. Everybody's going to score trees. We may have a break from the constant text messaging for a little bit. How's the poll looking? 74% say they would hunt. Hear that, Shane? 74%. But of the people in this hunt, who do you think would hunt?
People in the 16?
Yeah. Weed, maybe?
Dustin Weed.
Oliver?
Oliver, maybe?
Yeah, Bruce texted me and he said Oliver will hunt.
Logan Ray is one. Well,
Christy Denny says Nikki. Nikki will probably hunt. Of those 4, none are doing so hot. All 4 of those have drawn minus, except for Tonk. Tonk has not drawn minus, but he was 225 out of the truck, and it was circled. Plant Jones says Cable will hunt. I don't think Cable would hunt. No, I think he would split. Kevin's a business. Yes. Kevin's a businessman. Kevin looks at it as sure money. If you are the one guy in the cast that wants to hunt it off to the others get pissed. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes, Heike Yeager. Not all the time. Sometimes. Usually in this, they don't. They're not mad. But if it's that $50 week-long hunt and it's a Wednesday, yeah, they're pretty mad about it. Half of them got to go to work. The judge is mad. The guide's mad. Everybody's mad. Tyler Jackson says Bobby and Prohound got lost in one of my spots. I was just thinking when you get Bobby and Prohound out there leading the way, you're bound to get lost. They are still walking a bolt. He was 3/4 of a mile away, Michael Brock says. And they're still waiting on Bolt. He's sitting at Kevin's tree right now. So I don't know. Bobby couldn't be lost for too long without any RC Cola. He'd have to have some in his vest, about like George and Bud Light. It's not too hot. These guys hunt all the time anyway. I mean, they're hunting, whether it's 100 degrees or 10 degrees. Yeah, it sucks, but they're hunting. What was Weed questioning? They say 9 was running, that he left where he was initially treed. Mason don't think so. They're going to scoring. Weed questioned it. We'll see how that turns out. Dwayne White says he don't care if people remember or not. It's 43 going to my bank account. You know, that 43 will be gone eventually, one of these days. It's always going to be gone. But I remember who hunted the only 2 of these off. Everybody does. We talk about bringing prestige back in the sport. Can't do it splitting. Yeah, I guarantee you he had some if he was lost out in the Arkansas woods, Christy. Yeah, I say if I ever got in the final cast something like this, I wouldn't care if we hunter split anyway. I'd just be happy to be in the finals. But no, I would hunt. There ain't very many hunts that I say I would hunt because I'm usually pro split. But I'd for sure hunt this one. It works out that way sometimes. But you look at Weed, they had an option to split last week due to weather. He went out there and he was the only one that made him hunt. Comes home with a new truck. So it can be done. All right. I think we're done voting on the poll. I'm going to go ahead and end that. 74 to 26. 100 votes almost. Nathan, I agree. I even mentioned that to Roger Dale a couple times, but like everybody else, nobody listens to me. All right, what do we got here? Nothing. Text from Stacy. Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. They're still going to be in it. It's not their money yet. If you don't let them split, it's not their money until after that Final Four. Can't split the finals of the world hunt. Can't split the finals of the nationals. Finals of truck hunts. Yeah, I'm saying if you made it a no split, you can't make them. Yeah, I mean, if you make it a split to where they can split, then yeah. Christy Denny says we get our splits at Dairy Queen, damn it. And we do. There's no Dairy Queen in Shawneetown. Who's that old boy did the cooking? What's his name? Huh? Steven? Yeah. I can't hear you, Christy. Speak louder.
Steven.
What? What's his last name?
Emery.
Emery? All right. Stephen Emery's freaking awesome cook. I told Shane that man is a national treasure. This is the absolute best meal I've ever had at a Coonhunt. Now, last night was all a bunch of home cooking, which I'm not a big fan of. I mean, it's good, but I mean, he had looked like homemade noodles, chicken and noodles, stew, stuffing, pork chops. It was really good meal, but wouldn't be my first pick. But everywhere I go, I get barbecue, and tonight was freaking good barbecue. I'm telling you, we need to make sure we keep that man healthy and living for at least the next 20 years or until this hunt's over with. Because I figure I got 20 more left in me. I want to make sure to eat that barbecue at least once a year. He says, tell the mayor Dylan Jones to build the Dairy Queen. He owns half a Junction anyway. We ain't in Junction. They say it's Junction with Shawneetown. I don't know why they do that. It's the Junction Club, I assume, ain't it? Yeah. I don't know. You get every town in Southern Illinois is the same to me. None of them have a freaking Dairy Queen or no place to stay. Yes, and they've done a bunch of work in here. Looks nice. Heike Yeager says he just split a Coors Light with his dog. It's so hot. I like my dog, but if I'm down to my last beer, we ain't splitting it. All right. We have our first winner, believe it or not. It is Jason Doherty and No Gamble. Is it No Gamble Jed? That's that dog's name, ain't it? Yeah. I always just called him Jed. Congratulations. Made it look easy out there. And did it beating Nikki Hale, Oliver Wynn, and Michael Ward. Wow. Congratulations to Jason. That was the no end's easy. There's still 45 minutes left in that cast. Everybody withdraws. Jason will split. So there's one. I think Duel will probably split. He's looking pretty good in that cast. I think everybody in that cast would probably split. What about Boo? Didn't Boo get in last year? Yeah, he split. That's true, Joseph. Like we said, it's easy to call it from the couch. Some hunts don't make a lot of sense to split or to hunt. I do agree with that. Those shootouts, what are them? They're like $25,000 split or $200 for fourth or something like that. I can't remember what it's but yeah, they're made to split. Like he says, it's not his last. He rarely runs dry. All right, we'll go through another quick rundown here. They are still waiting at Jed's tree in cast 4, the other Jed, Kevin Cable. In cast 2, they are headed to Clyde and Axe. Clyde has 175 pending. Axe has 150 pending. They are both on the same tree as far as we know. Crash is setting at 225 plus, and Hobo 150 pending. Everybody's on the leash. That is cast 2. Cast 3, Tonk, Out, Jill, and 9. We have Tonk at 225. Circle. Out is at 125 minus with 150 pending. Jill still carrying 75 strike. And 9 has 175 pending. There is a question on that. Dustin believes 9 is not where he was initially treed. Mason says otherwise. They are going to sort that out, I assume, after the cast, if it's going to matter. In cast 4 right now, and these are not verified. We have Jed, Kevin Cable's Jed at 25 minus, 175 circle, 150 pending. Star has been withdrawn. Sport 150 circle, and Bolt 125 minus, 150 circle, and 150 pending. My play-by-play man is still waiting at Jed's tree while the judge goes and scores Bolt and Ronnie Rowe and comes back to them. So yeah, we'll get Jason in here, sit down and talk with us when he gets here. That was always interesting. Always interesting. Sit down and talk to Jason Doherty, who is guaranteed to be at least $11,500 richer, I guess, if they do hunt. But we'll see. They split. The split's 43 grand. Is it 43 or 43.5? 43.75 or 43.750. I think it's 43.750 is what the split is. Almost 44,000. I believe the totals for this hunt are right at $500,000. Some crazy thing, ain't it? Or 300, just shy of 300, maybe. 265 or 285, something like that. Yeah. You can win one cash to get your entry fee back plus $1,000. It's a pretty good deal.
The split is 43,375.
43,375 is what the split is.
233,500. Oh. 233,500.
233,500. So almost $250,000.
Yep. 134, 24, 15,500.
Says you would Star headed to the house, in your beat. Well, it's tough just to get there, Zach. Congratulations on getting that far. A lot of folks went home without getting it to Saturday. Heike, I can promise you, Jason will not hunt. You can believe that. He may surprise me, but I doubt it. Yeah, he is. But you ain't going to catch him on a live stream in Final Four unless it's the Nationals or something like that where you got no choice. We'll get him in here and set him down when he gets back in. Right now, not much happening. They're walking in cast 2, 3, and 4. Austin is at outs tree. And they're waiting to go. They're going to go score Bobby. All right. They have got to bolt. You can plus him up. He has been restruck for 25. And they are at Jed's tree. So they have either been a little light on the play-by-play or they were really close together. So that puts Bolt even with the board with 150 circle. Or no, that puts him 25 plus with 150 circle. And this would put Jed at, if he's got this coon, at 100 plus or 125 plus. I believe he took 25 minus early in the cast. So we do have a coon scored finally there on cast 4. There's not a whole lot of time left in that. Looking 26 minutes, something like that. You getting any updates I don't have, Shane? We'll give it about another 2.5 minutes. We'll take a little 5-minute break. Maybe let some of these last 3 casts get some updates. I know everybody's waiting on trees right now. We will see what Jed has. He is off of Little Willie, Matt Edwards. Or off of Willie, not Little Willie. He's off of Willie and a Harry Seaman female. He is a fall 2-year-old. I was not sure when I seen Cable was hunting him, so I talked to Kevin and got the download today. See what the deal was on that dog, because if I see a dog I'm not sure, I always like to double check. Just for this reason, I know somebody's going to ask. Did my due diligence in between bites of rib. Okay. Nine has been minused. Just his tree. He was running. Jill was treed for 125. And the cast is headed to outs tree right now. So that's what we got. Right now in cast 2, we have Clyde 175 pending, Axe 150 pending. They are on the same tree. Crash 225 plus, Hobo 150 pending. In cast 3, Tonk is at 225 circle. Out is at 125 minus, and one has 150 pending. Jill has 200 pending, and 9 is at 125 minus, carrying 50 strike. In cast 4, Kevin Cable and Jed have 25 minus, 175 circle. They have 150 pending. Star has been withdrawn. Kanan Presley and Sport are at 150 circle. And Ronnie Rowe and Bolt are at 25 plus with 150 circle, I believe. So that's what we got so far. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back. It is 10:55 right now. We will be back a little bit after 11. Stuff heating up here. We have probably about 50 minutes left to go in cast 2. In cast 3, about an hour. Or let's see here. No, about 38 minutes left. In cast 4, we have 23 minutes left. So they are winding down. We don't have a whole lot of time left. We will be back here a little bit after 11. We will see if we got anything going. We do have one finalist already. That is Jason, Doherty, and Jed. Congratulations to them. And yeah, you guys stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Yeah, it's been dropped a few times. It's seen some things. All right. We've got a lot to sort out here. Cast 3, by all accounts, is a disaster. And that's coming from every participant as well as the judges. So we will try to get that mess sorted out, but that will not get sorted out for a while. That probably won't happen until there's going to be, according to Austin, there's all kinds of questions on the card. Out is still at his tree. They are still trying to. Bobby has not been officially minused yet with 9. Can't minus him over the phone. Got to walk to him. I assume, I'm going to guess that when Mason gets to 9, who Bobby has handled, I believe, and is at a tree, Bobby's going to question that if he gets minus. So that'll be another question on that card. Jill still has a tree to score. I'm guessing Tonk's going to get treed. So everybody's going to be leash locked anyway. So here's how I see that cast playing out. And like I said, I could be wrong, but what they will do is they will go to 9. Mason will probably minus Bobby, but Bobby's going to want that tree scored. He's going to question that. They got to go to Jill. Tonk will probably get treed. So, yeah, what they'll do is they'll get all 4 dogs gathered up pretty much, and they will come back to the clubhouse and try to sort that out. That is my guess. So right now we have Tonk at 225 circle. Out has 150 pending, 125 minus. Jill has 200 pending, and technically 9 has 175 pending. He has not been minused yet. Can't minus him over the phone. Got to walk to him. Cast 2, we do have an update there. Axe and Clyde, they were both plussed. So that puts Crash and Dual Murphy at 225 plus. Axe at 150 plus, and Clyde at 150 plus. Clyde would have the tiebreaker over Axe. Hobo has yet to be scored. They're walking to him now. Everybody's still on a leash. They should get to Hobo with probably 30 minutes left, I'm guessing. Strike will open back up, and that is a big deal. It is anybody's ball game as soon as those dogs get turned loose again. In cast 4, Jed had a tree pending. It was circled. There's only about 18 minutes left to go in that cast, I believe. 20 minutes left to go. Jed was circled. So that puts him at 25 minus. Star has been withdrawn. Sport at 150 circle. Bolt at 25 plus. The 6 was running on them. Yeah, the 6 was running on them, and Bolt just broke it. Cast 2, I think I said Clyde had 150, but he's got 175 plus. So, yeah, apologize for that. But, yeah, like I said, that's going to be anybody's ball game. If they get – even Hobo's still in it. You know, if Hobo gets a first and a first, even if he's got a circle tree here, he can still win too. All right. Duel just texted me and said they are 2 miles from Hobo. And they're headed there now. So they're not going to have 30 minutes. They're going to have 8. Maybe, if they're lucky. Depends on the 2 miles. You know, Rickliff gets around. Rickliff's lost some weight. He's on that carnivore diet. I bet he covers them 2 miles pretty quick. I bet he gets there faster than normal. So, yeah, they should have some time left when they get to Hobo. 2 miles here where it's flat. I'm guessing it's probably flat where they're at. It's about 35 minutes of walking through the brush. $25, you're just walking down a road. But there'll be some obstacles. 6 working off and on in cast 4. Jed is the only dog not struck, I assume. I will check the scores in that cast, make sure I've got them right. So, yeah, cast 3. It's going to be a while before that gets decided, I have a feeling. That's going to be a minute. They turn loose at 9:31. There's only 20 minutes left to go in that cast. Only about 7 minutes left to go in cast 4, by my account. So how's your guys' picks doing? Is everybody still in this thing? I know a lot of people are, because I've seen a lot of people pick Jed. They're in cast 1, and he is your winner there. Jay Rich says horrible. Matt Edwards says his is all the hell. Is anybody watching the fights? I can't believe, I did check earlier, I can't believe Ian Gary beat Michael Venom Page. That sucks. Keep me updated on those if anybody's watching them. I know Wes Hamilton's out there. You'd think he'd be in the stands watching this live stream instead. He probably ain't even watching the fights. I'm going to check them. I'm curious myself. Anthony Smith lost. Bueno Silva lost. Okay, I do got the scores right in cast 4. Bolt is at 25 plus. Everybody else is at circle. So if nobody gets treed, it's going to be Ronnie Rowe. I think Ronnie Rowe probably split. Could be wrong. Now, not that Bolt is not, well, everybody knows Bolt's a good coon dog, but he has not looked awesome this week. He covered a coon last night and blew out, and that was enough. Tonight he's drew some minus, treat a circle, treat a coon. You know, it's not like he's lighting up the scoreboard. Those are the ones I really like going into a Final Four with, when they just squeak by. I know with the trader stuff, if we annihilated you early, there's no sense even hunting late. We've done shot all our bullets. I don't know if Bolt's that kind of dog or not. He probably isn't. So we'll see. I do got a picture of the scorecard here. Make sure I got everything right. Sport is struck back in. I got that now. So everything is carrying 25 strike except for Jed. He has not been struck in yet. She get messed up, Matt? I think they treat Hobo and had to walk and score other dogs and all that stuff. So he probably wasn't 2 miles when he got treed. He does have a good mouth, though. But you ain't hearing nothing at 2 miles with no wind this time of year. It's too hot, too muggy. Sound don't carry very good. Right conditions, you could probably hear Hobo at 2 miles. All right, Austin Gentry says they are coming back. We will see. We will see what's going on here. But like I said, that's a question, or that's a cast that won't be decided. I have a feeling a panel is going to need to decide that one. Right now, if Jill has a coon, because here's the thing, with out and weed, he's still gonna question that because of the hunt time. Even if it doesn't matter in the final score, he's had to spend, I will check and see how long he has spent. All right, Duel says they are 0.6 from Hobo, 31 minutes left. So they're going to have 15 minutes by the time they shine this tree. And the way they all got treed out of the truck, I mean, it did not take them very long. They could still have 2 or 3 trees to score in 15 minutes. All right, let me see how long. They got the outs tree at 10:50, so they've been there for 26 minutes. 27 minutes. When in theory, if 9 is minus, you immediately go back to out. You figure it's costing 20 minutes of hunt time. So I would think that Dustin's probably going to keep that question anyway. I've been trying to get them to live stream the panels forever, both Pro Sport and PKC. For one, I think it would be good for everybody to see how a panel is operated and how it's done, all that stuff. I want to bring that out in the youth world hunt. For two, I think it would stop a lot of foolish questions and a lot of foolishness in the panel. If people know that you 232 people at this moment are watching right now, which there'd be way more than that, if we live streamed all the panels, they would be more apt to mind their manners, which most of them do. Usually it's pretty good. And it would be educational for everybody out there that is not at these events to see how a panel operates and see how it's done and see how the decisions are made. That way, when you're in that situation and you need to go to a panel, you know how to present your argument in a proper way. You know how to do it Barry Kitty style and all that. And I will say that whoever conducts themselves as a gentleman is usually the one that wins. All right, we do. Time is ticking down. Jed has been struck and treed with less than 3 minutes left to go in cast 4. So he has a coon there he could win. Bolt's still got time to get treed. Christy, you need to quit texting me stuff that you don't want said on the live, because I might just blurt it out. Austin just sent me a message. He says, look, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's going on. But he don't know what's going on, but out has been plussed. So plus out. Jill still has a tree to score as far as I know. That puts out at 25 plus. Technically, he's winning this cast. If Cable has a coon here, he wins that cast unless Bolt gets treed or Sport gets treed. And cast 2, they are probably still about 3 or 4 minutes from arriving to Hobo. Hunt is over. Jed is deep. We will hang out here until we get the winner of cast 4. Michael Brock is play-by-play man on that one. So, yeah. Could be Kevin Cable. Could be Ronnie Rowe. That is a sick feeling when you're walking to another man's dog that can beat you and you can't do nothing about it. It's a disgusting feeling. Because you know they got a coon. Especially at this level. But they don't always. But in your mind, you know they have a coon and you are beat. That sucks. I agree, JP. All right. 9 has been retreed. So now we'd add another layer to this, pardon my French, this shit show of cast 3. It's just been a perfect storm. I don't know where Tonk is. But Out did not get leash locked. He is recut. And they have 9 minutes left to go in that cast. Whew. The last 5 minutes of these casts are always a that's when everything bad happens usually. So yeah, all right, we'll go through another quick rundown. Of course, cast 1, Jason Daugherty and Jed. They are your winners. Congratulations to Jason. Cast 2, we have Clyde, Axe, Crash, and Hobo. Right now we have Clyde 175 plus, Axe 150 plus, Crash 225 plus. They are all on the leash, and they are walking to Hobo, who is at 150 pending. I'm guessing 10 minutes left to go by the time they score Hobo and recut, and the strike will be open. Right now there's 24 minutes left to go in that cast. Got to get Hobo tied, get backed up, find the coon, recut, and go from there. In cast 3, yes, Jill is the only one that stayed out of trouble there other than Tonk. Tonk's got 225 circle. He hasn't done anything else either. So Out's at 150 plus, 125 minus, so he has 25 plus. Jill has 200 pending. 9, I believe, has 125 minus, but there's some questioning to figure all this out. And then he has 175 pending. So Out needs to get treed again. Jill, she's in the driver's seat right now. Jimmy Wills and Jill. But there's a lot to sort out there in that cast. Mason Bush is judging cast 3. Austin Gentry is just walking along doing the play-by-play. Yeah, so we got a lot to sort out there. In cast 4, they are walking to Kevin Cable and Jed right now for the win. According to Michael Brock, Jed is deep, 150 plus, or he's at 25 minus right now with some circle. He's got 150 pending. Bolt is leading that cast right now, 25 plus. So stuff's starting to heat up. These casts are ticking down. Cast 4 is over. They just have to score Jed's tree. Cast 3 has 7 minutes left. Cast 2 has about 23 minutes left. Cast 2 will be the final cast to get over. It may be a while because they'll have to recut with just a few minutes left. And I'm guessing they will get retreed and have trees to score to decide that. So that, you got to figure how hard it is on them dogs. Now just think, you got a dog that's wound up, ready to roll. Yeah, it's been there before, but Clyde has spent I'll check. Clyde's probably spent over an hour on a leash. Crash and Axe, they spent 45 minutes treed and then have been on the leash ever since. And Hobo has been treed through there for over an hour. So Hobo's at an advantage here, I think. I don't like leading my dog around all night and then trying to get it to recut loose. It's like a dog loses focus. It loses something. Now, it helps that you're cutting it loose with other dogs, I think, but they just seem to lose a step the longer they're on a leash. I worry about that with Crash and Duel, but Crash is also, but you can't train for that. You can't practice that. And it's not like you walk your dog around for an hour and 20 minutes and go score 3 trees and then cut it loose again. So hold on a second. I got a call coming in from Austin Gentry. Okay. Tonk has been retreed, or Tonk has been treed again, so he has 150 pending. Austin just reiterated again that there is a ton of questions on that card. I mean, a bunch. You got to figure everybody's got a question on that card. So, like I said, that won't get sorted out for a while, but they will have to score Jill. They will have to score Tonk. There is 15 minutes left, and out is at large. 9 has been treed as well. So they've still got 3 trees to score. Jill, 9, Tonk, probably 4. Out will get treed in the next 15 minutes, I'm sure. So that's going to be a while. So, yeah, what a mess. From an entertainment aspect, I hate that for Bush and everybody on the cast. Michael Brock says, I'm sorry for the poor messages. I tried my best tonight. Just remember, I'm just a little bit above being retarded. I don't need crayons. I just lick them. So he's been sending me some good ones. I don't think I'm supposed to say that word anymore. The R word. I may get demonetized for that on this video. Who knows? That's all right, though. But yeah, that's what we got going on. 3 casts left. They're still on their way to Jed to decide that cast in cast 4. Cast 2, they should be just about to hobo. 13 minutes ago, they were 0.6 from him. And there is 17 minutes left to go in that cast. So I figure by the time they score that tree, get turned loose, 10 minutes maybe, 12 minutes, maybe. There could be a swamp between them and hobo. I'm guarantee a Duel does not want them to walk very fast. You got to be trying to cut down some time there. Shane just walked in. He's been on the phone. Are there any updates from Shane Patton?
No.
None that can be shared in the airwaves?
No.
All right, we'll take one more quick break. It's going to be a little bit before these next 2 casts are decided. It is 11:30 right now. We will get back on air. How about, let's say 11:40. You guys stay tuned. All right, we have another winner. I'll let some folks get back on here. Where'd my pen go? Oh, it's in my pocket. All right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Kevin Cable Jr. and his new dog, Jed. They are your winners. They're in cast 4. So the 2 Jeds are in. I know a lot of people went Jed. I may have to give some hats away. Still nothing from cast 4, or I'm sorry, cast 2. I don't know if Hobo had a coon or not. We'll double check on that. And like I said, we will not even, we're going to sort out cast 3 at a different live stream. What I'm going to do is after we figure out the winner of cast 2, you will not be able to hear the panel. You will be able to see the panel with me doing color commentary at the time. I'll turn the camera around. We will put it on the panel. There is a lot to sort out there. Ton to sort out. There is Mr. Nicky Hale. He is walking in. And they are still walking to Hobo. No, Jed is out of Willie and a female out of Harry. 6 minutes left, and they have not got to Hobo yet. It's looking like Dual Murphy here. We'll find out here at 11:47. Nicky says the heat had really played a factor tonight. He said Jason said everybody in that cast was sick. Billy, the Jill dog still has 200 pending, but she's in that mess of a cast. There's been some timeouts called. 9 was minused for running, had to be retreed. There's multiple questions on the card. I'm guessing no less than 4 questions on the card, so that's going to take a little while to sort out. According to Kyle Dortch, the cast will be over by the time they get to Hobo. So it looks like that doesn't happen very often, but you have all 4 dogs getting split up, getting treed, and those are the only 4 trees they scored. They were so far apart that they could not get to any of them to get turned loose. The leash lock played a big role in that. So yeah, looking like Dual Murphy will probably be our 3rd dog. And our 4th dog yet to be determined. That's going to be a wild one. So we'll see. We will hang out here until cast 2 is over. I will check with Austin before we sign off. And when we come back on our next live stream, we will figure out this panel situation. Who is the 4th dog? Whether we're going to hunt or split. All that stuff. Yes, Donnie Stevens, Cable is in. Right now we have Kevin Cable and Jason Doherty. I've been working on Shane at PKC about getting some of these panels live streamed. We'll see. But we will turn the camera around. You guys are just going to have to deal with me doing the play-by-play. We can't live stream the questions and the panels unless we advertise it first. I mean, it's not something we want to just sneak in there and dump on somebody without them knowing it. But if we advertise it first, I don't see why not. I think it would be good. As hot as it is, I don't know if anybody will hunt late, to be honest. Especially, say weed wins. Out was treed for like an hour. Tonk's going to be out there for a while. 9 the same way. They're still out there tromping around. That cast is over. But we don't know the winner, and we won't for a while. So, yeah, we will sort that out whenever they get back in. Both Jeds won. Kevin Cable and Jason Doherty. The ace dog that got locked in the garage. Is that the one that got killed, Jay Rich? I don't want to talk out of turn on that. I have been in touch with him. I have been in touch with him quite a bit. That was a terrible deal. But as far as I know, there's still. I may be wrong, but right now nobody wants to prosecute the guy for anything. You know how it is. A lot of guys don't understand. They don't realize the value of the dog. That's Tyler's dog. But that was a terrible deal. But I don't think anything's going to come of it, which is sad. And that was a bad deal for Tyler, too. That was a good dog. All right. We've got our third winner, and it is Crash. Congratulations, Dual Murphy. Heather Island crashing out. That is 2 joy-fed dogs in the finals. Jed and Crash. So, congratulations, Dual Murphy. Very well done. Here's what we're going to do, folks. Stay tuned. We're going to shut this live stream off. And then we're going to wait until everybody gets back. They're still scoring trees in cast 3. But none of it's going to matter until the questions come in. We will get the final. If they split, we'll get the final 4 down here. We'll visit with those guys. We will get the panel on the live stream, even though you won't be able to hear it. You will be able to see it. I will just do some commentary while we're doing it. We've done that before in the past. We've done this at this last $100,000 hunt down in Mississippi. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll get cast 3 figured out. That is the final cast. And first of all, congratulations to those guys. Man, these guys put in a lot of work. This is one of the marquee hunts. You think of Jason Doherty, Kevin Cable, Dual Murphy, 3 of the best out there, and they prove it again tonight. We're still going to figure out cast 3, but those guys are at least going home with a pretty good check, and we'll see whether it is Logan, Weed, Jimmy, or Bobby going home with the check there in cast 3. I don't know how they're going to sort that out. it's going to take a lot of sorting. We'll see. We will see. That's what we got so far. You guys stay tuned. It'll probably be, I'm guessing, at least an hour before all them guys get in here, at least. So don't go to bed yet. And if you do go to bed, make sure and watch this in the morning. So maybe we'll get out to the woods in the late round. Odds are, looking at the 3 that are in, I'm guessing we probably won't hunt late, but there's still a chance. We'll see. My boots and lighter in the truck. Camera's ready to roll. Hopefully they got a spot with cell phone service. Maybe we can hunt late. But other than that, you guys stay tuned. We'll be back as soon as all these hunters get in, and we will get this panel figured out.